Okay, so now let's talk about AWS Private Link, which is called AWS Endpoint Services. So Private Link is going to be the most secure and scalable way to expose a service to thousands of VPC, either your own VPC or the other account's VPC. And why? Because you can expose a service within your own VPC Private Link to others without doing any sort of VPC peering using an internet gateway or NAT gateway or NAT instance or the route tables. So the idea is that we still allow other people to access our application, but very securely by really protecting our network to just one private link. So here's an example been given. We are the service VPC. We have the service VPC, and we have created an application and its application service, and we want to be able to give access to other customers in other accounts access to our applications. So here is a customer VPC, and they will have consumer applications, and they want to be able to connect to our application service. We could obviously do a VPC peering, and that would work, but the problem of VPC peering would be that all the customer VPC instances would be able to talk to all the instances in my VPC, and that makes me way too exposed from a network perspective. I could also go over the public internet, but this is not really good, because then that means that my service needs to be publicly accessible, and I don't like that. So what I really want is to be able to, through a private link. For this, I have to create a network load balancer in my service VPC, network load balancer service VPC in my service VPC, and an elastic network interface in my customer VPC. Now my application is going to be exposed through an network load balancer, an LB, and on the customer VPC side there will be an ENI being created, elastic network interface being created, and then the magic would happen. Or there is going to be an AWS private link with private link connection. There's going to be a private connection between ENI and the network load balancer, and so for our customer VPC to access our application service, they just need to talk to the ENI, and the ENI will forward traffic to the network load balancer, and the network load balancer will forward traffic onto the application service. So here we go, we have a private link. This is hugely scalable because we can do this 1,000 times. We just need one network load balancer and as many elastic network interface as targets customer VPC that we have. If the network load balancer is going to be in multiple availability zone, then you need to make sure your ENIs are also going to be in multiple AZ. Then we have a solution that is going to be fault tolerant. I found private link to be revolutionary here, to work really great. It's really scalable, and you have to remember, like going into the exam, you have to understand this concept. So what kind of architecture can we get into with the private link? Well, we can do some web filtering using an explicit proxy. Say we have a VPC. Say we have a VPC and it has an internet gateway, and we have a bunch of proxy servers that are going to be going through the filtering traffic, maybe analyzing it, and we want to be able to give access to the internet to the instances in a private subnet. But we want to make sure that all the internet traffic goes through my proxy fleets. The way we do this is that we create a network load balancer into our shared service VPC to expose a net proxy fleets. Then in our own VPC, we are going to create an elastic network interface, and we are going to link this with a private link endpoint. Now what happens now is that our instances will have the traffic going through the private link ENI, and the network load balancer ENI to the network load balancer, which will be distributed to maybe this proxy fleet here, or this proxy fleet like in the service consumer VPC or in the shared consumer VPC.